Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another live review as well. And sadly, if you're living in the north of England, it is a bit peak for you guys. First, Manchester City was put under tier 6 lockdown, courtesy of the Danish Maldini himself. And now it seems as if Liverpool has been suffering under the same sort of troubles as they have been locked under tier 6 lockdown as well, courtesy of Andreas Beckenbauer. Courtesy of Andreas Maldini, Denmark's finest exports. The Schmeichels have nothing on what's his name, Andreas Christensen. Well, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. I'm so gassed. We are here, guys. We are fucking here. All of this hard work has paid off. I already told you guys about how calm the back three is once you have Denmark's finest export there with Rudiger, with Azpilicueta as well, because we have to throw the plaudits out to the entire back three as well. But we were the better team. Better team, especially through the first half. Let me get the camera up as well because my camera's been fucking up. Big up all 174 of you guys locked in. Let me get the rest of the panel in as well. First off, what an amazing performance defensively. Going forward, I understand we still have the same sort of issues in the final third, and they did still rear their ugly heads. But we're at the point where we know where these problems are, and we know it's going to take a while to fully get through them. In midfield, though, Jorginho in the midfield, yet again. If you lot are going to keep slaying Jorginho, I don't know what to tell you at this point. The midfield looks so much more stable within there. Thiago, everyone talks about Thiago. This man failed the Jorginho test. F, G's, U's, whatever you want to call it. The man failed miserably. He had to get hooked off. Mo Salah hooked off as well. Please welcome our 3 new prisoners into the AC Penitentary. Welcome Mo Salah. Welcome Sadio Mane. Welcome Bobby Firmino as well, even though Bobby Firmino might as well just walked in there at the start of the game knowing his form. But yeah, going forward, these lot didn't have a chance. Did not have a chance. Rudiger was bullying them. Christensen was bullying them. I remember seeing that little thing at the start of the game. What was it, 60 minutes in, where we saw Sadio Mane running through on goal, and we all had flashbacks to September. But then you lot got to remember, this is 2021 Andreas Christensen. This is Andreas Christensen with confidence. And look, everyone's gassed, man. I've seen you guys. Yeah, you lot want links in the comment section. Don't worry. I'm going to send that out in a few minutes. Everyone bringing up the Danish Maldini prop. You love to see it. It's getting to a point where you might have to start calling Maldini the Italian Christensen. You never know. You never know. But first off, Scott, chat to me. What's your thoughts about the game, my guy? Talk to me.
All I'm going to say is I heard some things. You know, I heard that Mo Salah was better than Hazard in his prime. I heard that Trent was the best right back to ever play.
So did I, man.
I heard this Liverpool team was the best Premier League team in history, you know, but didn't look like it tonight, did it? Didn't turn up tonight. I don't know what it was. It couldn't have been from the fact that, you know, their defense was absolutely awful, or that they had one shot on target in the 80-something minute. It
took 80 minutes for their first shot on target, you know.
In it, and it was that Firmino header. Yeah, it was that Firmino header that Mendy just caught.
I thought it was one of them where they could have played for another 24 hours. They still wouldn't have had a shot in there.
Yeah, it was the Ronaldo header. It was Ronaldo.
Yeah, man said Maldini, the Italian Christensen. Someone said it in it. Someone said it, not me, but I also agree with that person as well. Someone else said it. Vitmus, my guy, talk to me. What are you telling me, bro?
Yo, congratulations to everybody, all the Chelsea fans, man. You know, we've been a while since we beat Liverpool at Anfield, and, you know, it's a good feeling, man, like to break that curse. I'm so happy. So, you know, perfect performance today from the guys. That I keep saying it, man. These players, we can't judge them. Like Kai said, Conte, look at how Conte played today. It's just football, bro. The manager brings out the best in the players. So not because he can't pass today, but how good was his passing today? Excellent. He made one bad pass.
Yeah, we need to speak about that Kante pass because we always talk about how he can be a little bit iffy on the ball. Today, he did not show it.
Bro, the man performance, superb, man. Yo, the normal Conte, interceptions, taking players off the ball. Yo, Conte just, loved it, man. Yo, Jano, I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. First few minutes, there definitely was a bit of a struggle, but it's about how we got into the game. And I like the mentality that we kept as well, because we all could have been down, just like the players could have been down after that first offside call. Because that first offside call was a fuckery. And we can go into that a little bit, but we don't even need to go into it too much because it would have been annoying if we didn't win the game. We won the game, though. Mason Mount came in, brilliant finish as well. Beautiful finish. I can't wait for Johnny to hop on later as well, because I know he's going to be spitting fire as well. We're all gassed. And this is something that we've been meaning to feel for a while, man. Also, Alex, I haven't even seen you here. Yes, Alex, what are you telling me, man?
Man. I'm ecstatic, mate. Honestly. I think your man AC is gonna probably get locked up in his own penitentiary for kidnap, because I don't know where Liverpool's front line's gone, but I last saw them about an hour ago.
I last saw them in 2020, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Jem wants a list. Well, everyone wants to come chat. Guys, let us know what you're saying in the comment section. Everyone's saying AC masterclass. Oh, add Jota. Yeah, you know what? I am shameless like that. Jota will get added into there.
He's gonna run out of space.
I have to give a lot of credit to Thomas Tuchel.
After he tried to flop for that penalty, bro, he deserves to go in.
You see that little turn from the Danish Maldini as well, and he beat two players at the same time. Glorious. Glorious scenes.
Lewis, when I watched the game today, right, I'm going to tell you something, what I thought. When I was watching this game today, I looked at Christensen. It reminded me of one player when we had in our prime, John Terry. He leaded that defence. He's shown leadership. He showed how he should defend by a ball, and he took every ball calmly, responsibly, and he was moving the defenders. He's telling everyone where to go. It was like finally, he showed what John Terry's been saying about him, how good he was when he was young. Finally, Christian is showing up and showing the Premier League what he's made of.
Yeah, and it's not even just about that. We can take it a step further with every single player that, I'm not going to bring up the previous manager, but with this manager, we see that every single player, when we see them not performing as well as we know they can on the pitch, and we call out different things. I'm not saying we have a point, but I'm saying obviously the manager sees it too. If we're seeing it, the manager's seeing it too. But we're seeing that they're fixing problems that we think that they have, which we're seeing it on the pitch. You see with Mendy, right? We thought that he had a problem with coming out to the ball. Today he did it brilliantly. That's what I wanted to make sure that we point out, because Vitmus has been calling them out on it, rightly so, the past couple of weeks, because he's been making some mistakes. But today he was clean. Every single time he needed to come out, he came out with the quickness, efficient, got the ball, and we're done. We protected the back line. And then you look at Mason Mount, we were like, yo, get your head over the ball. There's no need to be skying these kicks so much. And look at it now. Bottom bins, right? It's just perfect shot. We've been looking for players like Chilwell. Yo, you need to start making these runs instead of the play. Look at him now, busting it down the left-hand side. Now, we could have had a bit more, not clinical finishing, but I wish we had a little bit more presence.
You see the thing is, Tuchel's made our defense. Look, Tuchel's made our defense so solid that I knew we were gonna win. When I got that goal, I was like, 3 points in the bag. Because if this was under another manager, we would have Liverpool definitely would have got a goal against us, and we would have been speaking about the chances we missed and how we miss a lot of chances, and then they get one and they bag. But see, under Tuchel, I knew after Mason Mount bagged that goal that we had the 3 points in the bag to get them.
But our midfield, how good Kante and Jorginho played in that midfield, and Boss, they're three midfielders today.
Jorginho, absolutely.
People said it would work.
When he dropped him at the end of the game, it was done. I knew it was done then.
Bro, did you see the way he passed three of them, and he just got? He reminded me of Kovacic, man. The way he just dribbled past him, that was like, bro.
As well as Tuchel, look at what he did for substitutions. Every substitution he made was the correct substitution, and they added. They didn't. It's not like they just put them on for sake. They actually added. Havertz, even at the last minute, was there if we need him in the box. So he's how tall he was, and he can break away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even Hakim Ziyech
Another level.
Hakim Ziyech today was good, man, as well.
That's the thing. Tuchel got him today playing, doing something I've never seen Ziyech do, and that's tracking back. Like Ziyech in the first half.
He did it in Ajax. He did it in Ajax.
He didn't do it that much. Not to
an extent, because it's the Eredivisie. They're an attacking team. They don't need to be pressing as much.
But that's what I'm saying. I was not seeing it to the extent I'm seeing now.
But
And like, even though,
especially in the Champions Leagues, he was pressing though, especially against Chelsea.
Did you see the ball he put into Timo Werner at the end, where Timo Werner almost got it? That was nice. So big up Tuchel, man. We have to give a lot of credit to Tuchel for the way he set us up.
What I was saying though before.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
He's not going to get into the team. I said this. We love him, but if he's not going to do the work that Mason Mount and the other players are prepared to do, he would not have get in the team. He wouldn't gotten in the team.
Who are you speaking about?
Ziyech.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, he impressed me. I thought today was going to be another stinker because I was thinking high line pressing, but
game. You got to give him credit for it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he was magnificent or anything like that, but I think he had a very solid game and a way better game than the United game. And we also have to give credit for the way we beat Liverpool's press. I think that you have to give a lot of like the passing patterns, the way we got out of their press.
That midfield of Liverpool's, that midfield was non-existent. We can say all we like about Thiago, but Jones was fucking invisible, and Wijnaldum looked like he was in a Newcastle shirt again. Like, honestly, they were fucking terrible.
Ryan said it properly, bro. Like the passing, bro. Swift one-touch passes in between Liverpool team, like 6, 7, 8 one-touch passes, 1, 2, 3, no.
But you know what people don't realize? People think we're keeping the ball for the sake of it, but the best thing is when you're keeping the ball, the other team's not going to get it to score against us.
Exactly.
Like, I think people would rather us always go forward and then lose the ball and get hit on the counter than us keep the ball, pass sideways, pass backwards.
I'm so glad someone sees it. I've said this. Like, I'm sick of seeing the comparisons to Sarri because I felt like that season under Sarri, it was what you just said, Ryan. It felt like a lot of the games was possession for possession's sake. This ain't that. This is like, even if the ball's going backwards, sideways, whatever, it's with an intent. It's with a purpose.
No, not only with an intent.
Somewhere.
It's all about Tuchel is one of these managers that's very hell bent on keeping your shape, right? So this is what happens when you have a manager that wants to keep his shape together. When we go on a counterattack and we see that there really isn't an outlet pass that we can make to hit that final through ball or like to get the shot on target, right? He decides that it's best to just come back, pass it back, get back into shape. That way, if we were to lose the ball, no one is out of place so that they can't go on a counterattack, right?
But the way we counted today as well was good, and especially in that second half where Timo Werner probably should have backed the goal in that second half. You get me? But the way we counted with Jorginho,
against him, man, could have scored.
But like there was another chance as well. Timo Werner should have backed today at least once, innit?
He should have had it. But I'm not too bothered because like
Werner played absolutely. His work rate today was unbelievable.
Oh no, 100%,
unbelievable.
100%. Take nothing away, but like he should have got not as in like he missed his shot, but like as in I wish he had gotten a goal.
What I would say is I think today's show
passing that was good in phases, but in other phases it was still leaving a lot to be desired. If we do have to be honest about it, some of the passing still wasn't good enough, and we were still ignoring a lot of Timo Werner's runs, especially in the second half. But I don't mind on the pragmatic side of things because
I just think we could have found Werner a lot more over the top. Like we did it once, but I know Timo Werner done that more than once. So I think we need to utilize that more because we saw what happened. Like obviously that probably should have started. This VAR BS, fam. I don't even know how that wasn't a goal in it.
I don't think it's the VAR that's the problem though. It's the rules because
not the VAR. I mean the referee. I don't even know, man. It's just
VAR itself didn't do anything wrong. The issue I have, this whole rule with offsides is stupid. I mean, if you can't score with your hand, then why is it offside?
I thought if they're both level, the advantage gets the attacker. That's what I thought. And Timo Werner was pointing to where he wanted it to be.
What I didn't understand as well, though, is the angle they gave. So they showed first an angle where it was like level with the pitch, so you could see it directly in line. Then the next angle they used to measure the lines is a weird angle where you can't really measure it properly. It's like just go back and use the previous angle.
Yeah, I think we need to utilize Timo Werner's runs a lot more because he makes a lot of them.
Hold on. You do make a good point there, Scott. But again, it's because they wanted to get the angle of the sleeve.
But you could get it from the
you can't because the way that like when the camera is behind the players, right? You're not going to be able to see
lyrics.
I feel glorious. Got a chance.
It's easier to see the line when you're behind, like when you're in front of the players. And you can clearly see where everybody is. compared
Can
to
I can I interrupt that? See, this is the thing about VAR. We've been criticizing this for over a year since the VAR came to the Premier League. It's the hierarchy behind the VAR department can handle this. They think they are cocky, like they're smart enough to use this technology, but in reality, they're just a bunch of like they don't have any clue how to use it.
Speak on that point. I mentioned this briefly
I think
in the
this is
watch
just
along.
exposing how bad the referees are, because we had a little bit of sympathy for the referees in it, because we thought it'd be a bit too fast. Maybe they don't see it, but they have like 8 TVs in Stockley Park, all HD, and
Honest
some
to
of them
God, if this wasn't Champions League, they would give them straight away.
I was gonna say as well. I mentioned this briefly in the watch along, but in the MLS they use VAR as well. Do you know what they don't do with VAR? Use the fucking lines, and guess what? It's better for it.
I don't know why they
Look,
it looks like
Those lines
it's been
came off on
entire
a
year.
weird
That's
angle as
huge.
well. And the thing is, it's going from Timo Werner's hands, and you're measuring it against the shoulder of Robertson. Like, it don't make sense.
I mean, look,
picking up the rules they go along half the time.
But you see, if it's that complicated, that's why you should just give the advantage to the attacker. Because if you can't work that out, you just give it to the attacker. Because football's about goals, bro. But you know what, VAR, bro, we can go on it for hours.
VAR is meant to be obvious errors, and that's not a clear and obvious error. So I don't know why VAR was getting involved in that.
Exactly.
Oh no, I agree. If there was no VAR, there's no way the refs called in that offside. You can't.
Liverpool
say
deserved
that.
it with the way they defended on that high line.
Yeah.
Shall we stop talking about the negatives? Let's get into the positives. Because I'll tell you now, I hope to God, Haaland watched the game today and looked at it and thought, hang on. That's the team I want to play for.
I could be Timo Werner.
Someone to rely on me up that front to go behind and beat the defenders, because he will suit that side massively.
Oh yeah.
So I hope to God he saw that
Timo
game.
Werner's chances and being like, bro, I could challenge for a golden boot if I get them chances on a regular. He's probably looking at that.
Lewis, I feel like you should bring Kaio in just for the culture.
Oh, I've sent Kyle the link anyway. I can't.
Good.
He'll probably be around, isn't it? That is beautiful. I'm running out of space in there as well. I don't even know if I can fit Richarlison in.
I'm telling you, we need an additional wing. It's the Rudy and Aspi Max security wing. Come on.
Yeah, I heard Jurgen Klopp's been moaning. He's trying to get his players out on parole.
Guys, let me add. something. Not a big fan of the back three based on the fact that it limits our attack to force us to use 2 midfielders. But I think playing the back three against teams like Liverpool with deadly wingers, like I think it's better off for us. I mean, some of us we don't like it for real, but look, it did wonders against Liverpool today. Like the three man in the centre back, it makes a difference, because Rudiger and Chilwell double teaming on what's his name, Mane, and then on the other side you had Christensen and Aspi double teaming and what's his name? No, Salah on the right, I should say.
I think Tuchel will go back to a back four this season. I just think it won't. I just think it'll be probably when we got like a favourable fixture, or do it next season, because Tuchel, I just think Tuchel, like, he just doesn't trust our defence in it, and he probably knows that he'd rather win games 1-0 than have a possibility of us being 4-4 and always chasing games. So that's why with the back five, I know it's not going to be our long-term thing, but short-term, I don't mind it, innit? I've never seen us so defensively solid in a long time, like that defensive solid. So,
you're right, Ryan. I mean, I tell you, we could have scored more than 2 goals today if we were like on point, because like Mason Mount, not blame, like criticizing him, but in today's game, like Werner made a superb run. Like this would have been the must goals chance for Werner, and Mason Mount, instead of going through the lines of the defense, he went wide where Mason.
I don't know. I think Timo Werner might have been offside or something.
No, he
was
offside. He's right. He did it twice. He kicked it out to Chilwell, and they tried to cross it in. He did it twice.
Yeah.
Now again,
Hakim came so close to scoring as well when Trent hit off the line. That was very close as well.
Yeah. But look, I mean, I disagree. I completely disagree. Look, we scored 2 goals today. Take the VAR out of it. We scored 2 goals and we should have had more. I disagree that we don't create enough chances in this system. I have no.
Yep.
I feel like we are so defensively solid. There's no reason for us
No,
to.
It's
but
the
that-
final third play. We either ignore runs.
It's the final ball. That's what it is.
Yeah,
For me, it's not even the final. We get into the box all right, but it's the final ball.
I think we create a lot of half chances. I
Bro.
think we create a lot of half chances. You're thinking you might score, but if you don't,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get onto you too much.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
we
said.
don't create
That's what I
enough
said.
clear-cut chances where it's
Yeah,
like, bro, you need.
That's what I
to
said
score.
after the Man United game. We create it, but they're not like clear cut, really.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
Bro.
clear cut chances.
But again, you see what happens when teams try. Again, the Man United game, they didn't come out and play against us. You see what happens when Liverpool tries to come out and play against us.
Exactly.
We create those clearer chances. So
And
I,
it's gonna be-
I understand. Like again, that's why I feel like it's a little bit hard for us to say let's not or to talk about let's switch to a back four because again, what's not broke you don't have to fix, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like for right now we just roll with it and we see if we can create even more chances with the same system instead of changing it and try and get back onto form with a new system.
But look on this now. Let me be honest. The Manchester United game, our problem in that game was Giroud. As much as I'm a big Giroud fan, we didn't have the pace of Werner up front in that game. If we had used Werner in that game, we would have exposed Manchester United because in some points of that game, they did try to come out at us and press us. Like they had like 5 players right down inside of on top of our 18-yard and 6-yard box trying to press us off the ball. So if we had Werner in that game, we would have probably beat Manchester United. But going back to where we say the system and creating chances, the reason why we created a lot of chances today was the way Liverpool played. They commit men
Craigo,
forward.
you want a link? One sec.
You get me?
Craigo, come celebrate with us, man. Come celebrate.
You get me? I say Liverpool play a very high line,
Yeah.
and they always commit players forward.
Yeah. And this what
So,
like this, we're gonna have the exact same thing for the Atletico game because they've got to come out at us.
Exactly.
Not only that, all good teams come out.
Hold on,
All the good teams that we have to be worried about come out and play.
Bro, oh my god. Can you imagine the Leeds game with their defense?
my
God.
That's the thing, no, I'm saying,
Yeah,
Scott,
but we
like,
still got to take our chances.
yeah,
You say that, honestly, Leeds will give us 20 chances. If we can't take 20 chances, then we've got something wrong.
We are
We've got something
Chelsea.
wrong with our team.
Yeah.
We are Chelsea.
But look what me I try to know. Look what me I try to know. Formation only work like this when we play against teams that open up against us. Where if we play against a low block team like that, sit back and don't commit players, it's not gonna look as though it looked today. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The thing with me with the system is I think that like there's no similar to what you said, Vitmus, there's no point in change, or whoever said there is no point in changing it when it ain't broke. But I also think that there's a time and a place to change it. Changing against Liverpool or United ain't the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should change
like,
against other teams, like low block teams.
Yeah, like do we still have to play Newcastle if we played them twice this season?
We're playing twice.
Played them twice.
So, like for example, against like Fulham, say, or West Brom at home might be the game to change it up because it's like they're in the bottom 3. That's a game you can change it up. Like, there's no point changing up in games like this.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with this.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I would say just keep it for the rest of the season because we don't need to switch anything right now.
Can I ask everyone, like one word answer, who's your man of the match of today's game?
Oh, it's Mason. It's Mason.
Between Christensen and Mason Mount.
Yeah. Let's not get into it.
Whoever the geniuses at Sky Sports already gave it to.
I know.
I want to say Christensen just because there was a couple times with Mount where like it could have been ever so slightly better, but that's me nitpicking.
I'm not gonna say this guy was man of the match, but I think he deserves a mention. I think Jorginho deserves a mention.
Jorginho for me was brilliant.
To be fair, I was gonna say you could say that about a few players. Like Werner for me was brilliant. Like he gave Kabak and Fabinho so many problems in that game. Like was unlucky not to score.
Kante was also good as well. His passing
you know what I mean?
improved a lot.
I will say as well, like, is this the first time we've seen Werner as a striker, an out-and-out striker under Tuchel?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Mount was playing on the left.
I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but I think it went really well. And I don't see
highline.
You say that.
I think that's something we're gonna use when we're playing high lines, like against Leeds, playing Werner up front. Oh
mate, that's what I'm saying. Leeds,
that's the perfect game for it. Or even on the right hand side, like that's just an excellent shout.
I have a feeling we're going to see a Tammy Abraham masterclass.
But
I
you
don't
can
think
see.
so. I don't think he's going to sign a new contract. He
I'll be
wasn't
real.
even today.
He can go.
No, because we versed Madrid that Wednesday, so I have a feeling that we're going to see some
I
rest.
don't know, man. Tammy's. I don't even want to get into it because I'm in good vibes in that. So that's another story for another
Lewis,
day.
Right now,
Lewis,
it's just
have you
all
got the
positivity.
pictures?
What was
Have
that?
you got the next lot of pictures for Chelsea?
I have.
What
I've
I
got the
listed?
No,
pictures
but I
up.
remember them. It's Everton, Leeds, Atletico, Sheffield United, and then the international break.
Yeah.
How do you
Right.
remember these?
I mean, that's only 3.
Do you know? I'm streaming every day. Like I gotta remember. We're playing next and shit.
Revises the
Everton.
pictures.
Chelsea versus
Everton,
West Brom is after that, so I think that could be a good game to try a back four. You
The
never
thing
know.
is as well, we may technically, we will have an international break, but we may technically not be sending any players. So that's a week of proper good training to have as well.
you
Why
got
not?
to think, right?
They're
Can I
leaving.
just speak? Right,
Well,
against
because
Everton.
I say that because I know Liverpool and Southampton have already said they're not sending players because if players travel when they come back, they have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you see, after I think he's gonna stick with a back three until that international break. But we only got 8 games left of the season. Okay, plus cup competitions of that thing. So it won't. I don't think we'll have it forever, and it's not gonna be that long.
I have 100% confidence that we're not going to switch the formation until the end of the year.
Yeah,
I think we might, and I just think if we don't, I wouldn't be surprised.
no, bro.
I think if we do, it will be either against West Brom because it will just be after the break, or it will be in like the last 1 or 2 games of the season when the season
The last 4 games of the season, we got
Like if the season's done, like if we're guaranteed top 4, I can see him doing it then.
That's not possible. Our last four games are City, Arsenal, Leicester.
No, but what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
but
say
City will
like,
probably have the title wrapped up by then. Arsenal are
we have
shit
top 4
anyway.
by then.
Leicester and Villa will be tough matches.
I'll say by Leicester, top 4's done. We're guaranteed top 4. I can see for those last couple games playing 4 at the back and trying something new.
Fair, yeah.
You never know.
Lewis, I was trying to say, can you check? Because obviously we got us. Can you check West Ham, Leicester, and United's next lot of fixtures if you can? Not all of them, but next one. See what they're looking at. Because we've got Everton at home.
Who'd you say?
Leicester City on the weekend.
I've got West Ham.
Leicester City, Man United, and West Ham.
Leicester City have an easy few run of games until after the international break.
I tell you what,
West Ham, they have Leeds, Man United, Arsenal, and Wolves.
I'll tell you
what, that can be tricky.
Everton face us next, then Burnley, Palace, and Everton. So if we're looking at anyone, looking at West Ham.
Bro, I think we can. They got West Ham and they got AC Milan as well in Europa League, and they're doing Thursday, Sunday. I think we can really catch them because we know about Thursday, Sunday, man. Like going to Milan as well. So I think, look, wait. If what's it called? If they lose to Man City, which they probably will, they will be, and we win. We will only be 1 point behind them. 1 point.
Yo, can I say? This freaking top 4 race is like Scott, you was gonna say something, sorry.
Oh no, just because I was gonna say we were 1 point before Ryan said it.
Okay, but this top 4, man, like we just have to continue winning because even I'm glad that we played Tottenham twice as well because they're back in it again, If we look at the table, they're back again. Like if they win their game in on to us, they will be over Liverpool as well, and 2 points behind of us. Everton is there with a game in on. West Ham there as well. So we just have to just keep pounding in. This next game against Everton will be a next crucial game for us. Like we have to beat Everton.
Yeah, but we're going off so much confidence right now. This is the tough run of games we were shook about for months. Yeah. Remember that. And we're still unbeaten,
Guys, if you were told before the Atletico game that we would win 2 and draw 1, everyone would have taken that, man.
And it's beautiful. And my star boy just got man of the match in this game as well. You love to see it.
But I don't think enough people are giving credit to Tuchel, in this game. Like I think he got his tactics absolutely spot on, and the personnel as well.
We haven't talked about that at all. Listen, my man came into the press conference like Babe Ruth and told him they're going to play a high line, so we're going to put Werner in, and we're going to sky it. The whole game, we're going to keep pounding it to them, and let's see what they do. And we come into the game, and he absolutely takes over. They had no chance from the beginning. I don't know what went through their minds when they signed Quebec because he is worthless. The man hasn't had a single decent game. He's absolutely been horrid. He's been horrid. He's not.
Man, he's new to the Premier League, man.
It's actually been fun.
It's
genuinely been fun.
I kind of feel sorry for him, man. That's stupid from Liverpool. I don't know why they signed him.
Yeah, like to be fair, it's like it's bad when you sign a guy like this big, well, kind of big signing that you've been scouting for 7 months, and then you buy a panic buy from the Championship, and the panic buy from the Championship is better.
Craig, can I cut that? Yes, Craigo. Yes, I've been criticized.
Big up the MM Hive. We out here as well.
Yeah. I apologize about Mason Mount, Craigo. I apologize about Mason Mount, Craigo.
You get your vindication as well tonight. It's not just me. Talk to me, man.
I'm being a man of few words. Performances after performances after performances after performances. And people are saying he's not clinical in front of goal. He's not perfect. No, not at all. But look at the fucking way he took that. And also, let's look what happens when you shoot. It looks what happens when you shoot rather than trying to walk the ball into the fucking net. It's taking a 22-year-old to do this. Fuck me. How are we all doing?
And you know what? I think it's about time that we all accept that Mason Mount is the most creative player we have at the moment.
And the joke is he's 22 years of age and he shouldn't be, but he is. And he's still coming up with the goods.
He's just that good.
As much as we would prefer for it to be Havertz and we prefer for it to be Ziyech, it's him. And we need to give him his credit.
What we saying,
Craigo, I have some of what you're on at the moment.
Well, orange squash, mate.
Good.
Orange squash and vibes. Orange squash and vibes.
You know what? This is literally positivity, full positivity. And one thing I want to talk about as well, mentality. Talk to me about the mentality of the players to see out a performance like that at the home of the Premier League champions. Because we were saying, I was worried about Charity FC. I can't lie. I thought there was going to be a little bit of jamminess pop up out of nowhere. But no,
it's been a long time.
Before that came out excellently, they didn't get a sniff of our final third the entire game.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've went 1-0 up against a big team, and I've been confident that, you know what, 3 points is in the bag. Let's watch this for fun. Like, it's been a long time since I felt like that. Like, under previous managers, it was like good attacking football. We wouldn't take our chances just like under Tuchel now. But the difference was we wasn't solid enough defensively, so our defense would always play a part. But today, as soon as Mount's goal went in, I had a couple worries, but after that, I was like, 3 points is in the bag, man. Not even being complacent or anything, but I just felt the way Tuchel set us up.
I don't
we got the entire Mount Hive here. Perfect.
Oh my
Everything. Johnny,
lads,
the floor is
Johnny boy.
Hey, Johnny.
Money. Bring me that money.
Money makes shines again. And you know what? You deserve, pair of you deserve your flowers because you don't get the most for back in Mason Mount. And you know what? You deserve it. 1-0, Mason Mount gets the glory today.
I feel like we need to take it a step further, man.
And AC had a masterclass today, bro. Let's have it right. AC had a masterclass.
We're both drinking. It's glorious. Look at this.
I need that
Penitentary is full up, and we're still accepting new applicants.
What about me, man?
I'm get your Mason Mount one as well.
Yeah, man, I need one, especially for this Liverpool game.
Lewis, you're gonna have to start running a community service at this point.
The question is, and this is a big one as well, when Thiago Silva is fit, who really does drop out? What are we doing? You think it's going to be him or is it going to be Aspie? Because the only one that's
locked in have to be Aspie, you know, because the way Christensen's been playing, like, I don't know.
Christensen's been class.
No. Hold on. No. There's no way. We love Christensen, but Christensen will not get that far high up the pitch. So if we want to talk about how this back three is stopping us from being as attacking as we want to,
he can do though.
No,
he didn't make those drives forward before.
He can do.
I think he may be able to, but I'm talking about specifically on top of not only getting attacking but defending on the outside compared to having to show somebody the what you talking about? You have to show somebody the side, right?
Outside,
yeah. compared to just coming up and then pressing them and trying to get the tackle.
I'll be back in it.
So it's just, I feel like we're going to be asking him to do something that's completely different. And I don't think that's something we should take a chance at. When we can just literally do a straight swap for Christensen and Thiago Silva.
Do you know, genuinely, I don't think it's even certain that he gets back in the team, Thiago Silva.
I think
That's
yes.
what we're saying.
Fair.
I think for the
think
Letty
On the
game, maybe.
Lampard, all we did was scream play players based on merit. So I think the same energy has to run here for Thomas Tuchel as well.
Thing is, why
But
would
that back
Tuchel
three
change
does
it?
drop out.
Why would
Yeah.
Tuchel change it when we're
Yeah.
playing so well in the back line under him, man, with Christensen? Because how many goals has Christensen really got and Aspilicueta and Mendy let in?
Two.
Just two. Just
And
two.
one of them was an own
No,
goal
was
by
it
Rudiger.
two or was it one? Because I
One,
don't know if
two.
it was the first one with Silva.
A two
He
man because Silva missed the Atletico game, no?
Was he playing in the Barnsley game?
No, we conceded against
Yeah,
Southampton.
but we
Southampton
took him out.
United.
Yeah, he
Oh
played.
yeah.
And Christensen's been playing now. Yeah, so it is one. Christensen's only conceded one goal.
And it was an own goal.
Hear me out there, G's. I'm telling you, I've said it, I touched on this point before about the Aspilicueta being benched when Thiago Silva comes back. Let me just say it again. Aspilicueta is like another attacking player when we have the ball going forward. If you don't see, that's the way our Tuchel uses him. As his natural instinct is to play like a right back. So we use him like a right back when we have the ball. You notice that Rudiger don't go as forward when we are attacking like the way Aspi does to put crosses in the back. Rudiger doesn't do that because he doesn't have natural instinct as being a left back. So Aspi has to play. But I think if Tuchel is gonna make the right choice, as much as we love Thiago Silva, I think we should just continue with this back three.
Just ease him in. Ease Thiago Silva in. He doesn't need to be rushed in.
He doesn't need to be rushed. Yeah, that's what I should say.
Yeah.
One
With
more
Dave
thing.
as well is
Lewis.
it depends on who we have at right wing back.
Big up Dom Rossa in the live chat, you know.
And so it looks like a crime watch lineup. No,
Yeah,
here is the real crime watch lineup. But
Lewis,
we've already found the victims anyway.
Lewis,
I love it.
you know,
I love
bro.
it.
You know,
I
Lewis not big me up. Lewis, you're not big me up, you know, Lewis.
What was that?
Bro, you're not big me up. Me been a pressure, brother. I've been pushing Mason Mount as well.
You haven't said nothing about Mason Mount. The only one that I know you push heavily is Mateo Kovacic.
No, in terms of this,
Good player.
no, in terms of this, like he deserves to play because he's playing like it. You can't. How much time I've said this? We love Kai Havertz, but he's not gonna give us what Mount does. So Johnny, come on, Johnny, you have to back me up now. You know?
No, you did say it. And you know what, right? The perfect point, and what I was, you know me, Lewis, when I've been going on like Monster and everyone coming at me, yeah. But this moment today, this goal, this beautiful goal by Money Mace is exactly what a Kevin De Bruyne would do, exactly what Bruno Fernandes would do, and they pull it out the bag and they show their true quality when no one else has stepped up, and that is why Mason Mount is the most important and is our best player for Chelsea.
When know the
Football
thing
Club
about
this
it,
season.
Johnny? Everybody is saying he's not producing shots or goals, and he's not this, bro. The man work rate and how he helps the team, man. You have to give him credit. You have to give him credit, bro. Bro, Kai Havertz can't do that right now in this time. Maybe in next season when we start fresh, when everybody's back in training, fighting to be in the 11. But at this moment, Mason Mount is the man for the job. You get me?
He's captain material, man. Mason Mount's captain material.
And we didn't pay 70 million quid for him.
No,
either.
he's our youth boy.
Just
he's gonna be like when JT come out. He's gonna be just like JT. I promise you.
Yeah.
Thing is,
He's got
Mason
it.
Mount's link up play with Werner today as well. But remember, Werner was so on sync today. It's just everything. Every little bit we can sit here so great.
I will say very small downer.
Yeah.
Play the final ball earlier. Like, please play the final ball earlier.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna
what
go. And that's not to try and overshadow his performance. It's just
exactly.
please
But
play the
again,
final
we
ball
have to
a bit
do it.
earlier.
We have to do it.
That's common maturity.
That's how
it will come. It will come. Like, I've got no
22.
question marks about Mason anyway. It's just it's frustrating. That's it. It's a bit frustrating.
What are you
Other than
saying,
that,
bro?
flawless.
What are you saying, bro? Let me hear it, man.
Johnny, I apologize about what I said earlier, okay? I apologize. I admit I was wrong. Johnny. I apologize.
He banged it in.
But you know the thing, guys, I was doing a preview on the game yesterday, and we were trying to see like do a prediction and the score line. And one of my guys who was on the channel, he was like giving us his prediction, and we said who is gonna score, and he knows the only person in the Chelsea team at the moment that you're sure that like you can put your finger on it to get a goal. He didn't want to call his name, and I was me and Johnny was like, come on, man, just call his name.
You got to put Mason in the team, man. You
He's
can't
the
be not putting
only
Mason in the team.
person in Chelsea's attacking third at this
Yeah.
moment. If Giroud is not really playing at his best in the game, it's Mount. Bro, the goal had to come from Mount. I didn't see anybody else scoring today.
Oh, beautiful.
Makes a
Monster
difference.
get inducted into the AC Hive. Love to see it. Beautiful.
What did he
scene.
say? What did he say?
Just on Twitter, he's like, I'd like to officially announce my induction to the AC Hive. Thank you, Carefree Lewis G.
Oh, Lewis, I got to get you a clip of Monster when he's doing the watch along. I jumped in, and he said something about AC. I was cracking up, bruv. He was going, "That's class from Christensen." I got to get it for you, bro. I got to get it. I got to get it. Send it.
Dulux King. Is this Dom?
Dom!
No way is that Dom.
Oh my good lord.
Go on, Dom. Show us your face.
We can neither confirm nor deny. We now work.
Yes, bro. What are you saying, man? It's been too long now. What are you saying, bro?
We now have a very important job in the UK, so we can't be showing faces.
It is what it is. If you can't be bait faces, calm, no worries. But talk to me about the game.
What a performance! It showed maturity. It showed a bit of creativity. It's a shame we can't play teams such as Liverpool every week, because I think we'd do a lot better in the league in terms of they applied pressure and we got in behind. And you just can't simply do that against a Fulham or a West Brom, with no disrespect to them. They're kind of football. So that's where we really need to improve. But I thought overall tonight it was a professional performance here, and I think again Mason Mount showed why he is the next Chelsea captain. And the chap who spoke just before me, completely agree. I think he will end up doing a John Terry hopefully, and he'll be here in 10, 12 years, and we'll see him in the Lampard Terry club in terms of Chelsea greats.
I agree.
Well said, mate. Well said.
Yeah, definitely. I want to ask your thoughts about the mentality of the squad as well. We've been going through it with everybody else. We've been seeing out these leads, and it's something that we kind of struggled with under Frank Lampard as well. But you've already seen the growth that we've had over the first 6 games. Because I haven't spoken to you in a while. I actually don't know how your mindset's been throughout everything that's happened this season.
I think we have got to be realistic in terms of, like, we are going to concede goals. I think the Premier League's a lot more competitive throughout the league than it was, let's say, in 2005 when we only conceded 5 goals. I don't feel us being able to just sit back and absorb the pressure and beat teams 1-0. So we do need to score a lot more goals. I'm still yet to be convinced with the signings over the summer by the likes of Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, and even Werner to an extent. He's playing an important role, but again, you can't be expecting a Chelsea striker not to be getting goals constantly. I thought again he was unlucky tonight. So I think that will wear off. But I think defensively, and you guys were saying, what the fuck's gone on? From last season to this season, we've gone from conceding a disgraceful amount of goals to actually looking a solid back line. Whatever you're doing with this Andreas Christensen propaganda, it seems to be working. So keep it up.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's uplifting our players. I love to see. It's the same thing with Johnny and Craigo, and the uplifting of Mason Mount as well. It's glorious, and it's even better when it all comes out as well, because that means we're all here and we're all vibing. This is the most positive phone-in we've done in a while. I think this is even better than the Atletico Madrid one, to be honest.
Yeah, something that's we're not really mentioning is like with the question that you asked about how we're closing these games out so well. This is a championship winning side, or the defense in the midfield. Other than Ben Chilwell and Reece James, right? The back 3 in the midfielders, they're here. They were here when we won the Europa League, right? So they have the mentality to know how to close out games, to know how to finish the game off strong. So that's why I'm not so surprised when I see how defensively resolved we are, because we've shown that we can do it in the past. So I understand that I can see now why we're being able to finish these games off. So not easily, but, comfortably.
I want to give a shout out to
Dad, do
Kante
me a
and
favor,
Jorginho,
okay?
man.
Let me chat to you in the phone because I just got to get Jem in quickly, all right?
Yeah.
All right, bless, bro. See you in a bit. All right, cool. Yeah, Jem, try now because I can get you in. What were
Jorginho
you
and
saying as
Kante,
well,
boys.
Johnny?
Yeah, Jorginho and Kante. I was slightly worried about them too, but I tell you what, Jorginho really got stuck in. He showed like he's got defensive attributes, and he was quick with his incisive passing to keep the ball moving. Kante was just destroying everything. Just want to shout out them because they played really well, and I wasn't so sure if they could pull it off as a pivot, but they truly can against a side that pinned us. They put pressure on us. They put a lot of pressure, and like the guy Dulux King, it's very true what you said about
the Dulux King, please.
The Dulux King. Sorry, Messiah. I agree with your point that I'd love to play more teams like Liverpool that actually come onto us, because we're always playing against low blocks, and it's so good to see a team come onto us and we can actually do some damage. And money. I love it, man.
It all started away at Everton when we lost 1-0. They just shut up shop with full centre halves and just parked the bus, and everyone started doing it right the way from, what was that, end of November? That game, was it something like that?
Yeah.
It all started from then, and now it's just gone on ever since. And you look at teams that actually come out and play a bit against us. I mean, Sheffield, we conceded a freak goal, but I mean, other than that, we win 2-0. Other than that, random. It is completely random mistake from Rudiger. I mean, it is a complete blip. Other than that, we've just been playing so much better. We have.
What are you saying, Jem? What are you saying,
Jem,
bro?
chat to me about Krusty, my guy. Let's talk. I want to talk about Krusty the Clown.
He's still a crusty fucker. No, I'm joking. Look, he played well. Let's be serious. He had a good game. It wasn't just him though; it was everyone. Today was the big. I'll get him off. Get him off, otherwise I ain't talking. Can't be looking at this.
Love it.
Go on, man. Talk to me.
Can I start? Are we cool?
Yeah, go
we
for
start?
it. Go for it.
All right, cool. So, cool. Look, it's the best.
Wait, Lewis, you're wasting our transfer. You're wasting our transfer fees with the amount of people you have in that prison.
No, but the bailout. They're aiming to bail them out first. It's marina tax. That's how we get the money back round.
Talking about money and fees, Lewis, you getting paid still?
Yeah. This is the right channel.
Make sure Sammy doesn't take you for a ride, all right?
Oh, fucking hell, God. Yeah, you gotta hop on more of this, man. I swear. All right, Jem, chat to me. What's your thoughts, bro?
This is a funny group, this isn't it? Blooming hell. Right. So it was a good performance. It was probably the best performance I've seen under Tuchel for me. I thought Werner was very effective. I still think he should have took his chance in the first half when he was in front of Alisson. Everyone played well, really, from Mendy, which is he's had a couple of bad performances, but Mendy all the way down to Werner. The only one that I still question, actually, two people I still question, is Ziyech and Pulisic. Because I just don't think they're effective enough in that position still. And I don't understand why Tuchel doesn't play Havertz. Because I think Havertz would be better suited off Werner, because I think he's got a bit more physicality. I think he'll be more of a threat in the box as well. I think the problem we've got with Ziyech is I don't think the 10 suits him, and it's very clear. He's played 2 games now, Man United and Liverpool, and he didn't play too bad today, but he just still ain't getting the best out of him. You know, Mason Mount was world class today. What can I say? Mason Mount was, and he was unreal. I know Johnny loves him with all his heart and soul.
Can you say that again?
Yeah. Honestly, listen, the guy was beautiful. Spot. Christensen, I'll give it to him. Christensen today, everything he done was bang on. You know, he's passing out from the back. He controlled, but even Rudiger shocked me. Rudiger, even his one-on-one displays, which is something he's usually very weak on. He was very good. Aspie was very good today. Reece James, who worried me. And I was thinking, oh, God, no, because I just don't think he's really a natural wing back. He had a good game. You know, he covered well, other than the first, I think, 10 minutes where he done that stupid chest. And then they nearly scored from it. But overall, what a great performance. And our best performance by far this season under Tuchel, I would say, in the 10 games that we played.
Yeah.
We've only conceded one goal when you think about it. Rudiger scored an own goal. So, we conceded 2. But that one don't count. So we've only conceded 1 goal under the man. So we move, and the Champions League is looking bright for us, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's looking solid, guys.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
Let me see what everyone's saying in the comment section. It's literally just a bunch of Mount and Jorginho propaganda. It's glorious. The change, the switch up over the last month and a half has been amazing. And especially with, this is meant to be the tough run. This is meant to be the run that we were all worried about. And here we are. We're still unbeaten. We've got another 3 games left as well.
It's not over yet, though. Please, it's not over yet.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't want us to just get overshadowed. Yeah, now we're beating Liverpool. They're little neighbours.
Yeah, but Lewis, we're playing the best team in Merseyside, mate. We're playing the best team in Merseyside next, aren't we? So, you know, we've got to be careful.
Everton
can give us some problems. You know what I mean?
If it was as good as we thought, I'd be a bit more worried.
Yeah. I must just say that the only bad thing for me tonight, and there's a few of us who go to a lot of the games, is what I'd be doing to be sitting on that coach, squeezed in next to Alex.
I'd stayed over.
On my way back, having no voice, got to be up, having travelled since 7 o'clock this morning. I would have done anything.
To be fair, knowing us, like, we'd have stayed over Thursday night in Liverpool, student night.
Oh,
yeah, especially with all that channel money paying for the Airbnb.
Oh no! And then someone's sticking them fingers in Jordan's ear again while he's sleeping.
Sorry.
No. It gets crazy in the club, coach, because you're stuck in there for like 7 hours straight. Trust me, man.
Oh yeah, you should hear the topic of conversation at the back. It goes from anything to Chelsea legends of the last 15-20 years to what Caribbean to eat from.
How many pieces of Lego can you stick up your ass?
That's another one.
Wait, so where does this leave Chelsea in the table now? Where's that result taken?
We're fourth now.
We're 3 points behind Leicester, 4 points behind United, but the only thing is that Everton, is it Everton or fuck? I did see. I think
Everton and West Ham. West Ham
have got games in hand on us.
But we have to play both of them.
But they're back in the top. But we're back in the top 4 at the very least, right?
Yeah. And I was going to say, what's mad is if Tottenham and Villa win their games in hands, Liverpool will be 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. Leicester
so
Liverpool the games after this is tricky as well. So
I was going to say they'll only be 6 points ahead of Arsenal in 10th.
They might not even make Europa League.
That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I want Liverpool to get Europa League because if there's no European football,
Liverpool,
with the way they play football as well, they will walk the league next season, guaranteed.
Lewis, Liverpool, the worst title defending team I have ever seen, ever.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. They haven't won in the last 5 games at Anfield. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care. They haven't won. It's took them, I think, 120 years since they've lost. I think it was the last. I read
129
it was like
years.
a thing we were saying about they haven't lost 5 games in a row at home in like 100 odd years. Saying stupid.
It's
it was
in their entire
ridiculous for Liverpool, but
in their entire history, they've never lost 5
games.
Yeah,
in their entire history, yeah. And they're meant to be defending the title. We're forgetting this. You know, they still got their front 3. All right, they might be missing VVD, but they've still got that great front 3 that's been dragging them through season after season. People keep forgetting this. You know, Mane's not the same player anymore.
Speaking of which, did anyone see Salah's face when he came off?
How pissed myself.
Pissed he looked.
He was vexed.
It's the face of someone who knows he's going to prison afterwards, locked in the AC Penitentary. It's a huge shame, but at the very least, he got him locked in with his gang.
It's getting busy in there, Lewis, isn't it?
It's getting busy. It's getting busy.
Definitely going to be
busy in there, mate. You're going to have to make a bigger prison.
Yeah, like
well, we read kits as well.
Together. That's just a bit of a sticky one, but AC hates the colour red. He's proper Chelsea, isn't he?
Oh,
All the
love
guys
it.
are saying, he's cobbing through and through. You already know. Right, seeing as we got 5 more minutes left, I might drop the StreamYard link to see if anyone else wants to drop in now.
Do people want an interesting stat I've just found about Mendy?
Go on.
Go for it.
I've
Go
got to
for
shoot,
it.
Lewis. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks for having me on. Yeah?
Bless Jeff.
Big up,
Thanks
Jim.
for coming
I'll
on,
free
man.
it up.
I see you, Jim.
See you later, man.
Safe,
Take care.
Jim.
Thank you. See you later, bro.
Yeah, we'll
Take
pop
care.
See you.
stay in here
See
for a few more minutes. If you guys want to hop in and give us your opinion, let's hear it. Other than that, we'll probably head off because I got to do the live phone in a little bit as well. But there's the
Mendy-
StreamYard link if anyone wants to jump on. Let us know your thoughts. Everton game now.
Go.
With this, what?
Go.
So Mendy has kept 12 clean sheets in 22 Premier League games, which is 55%. Of the 210 goalkeepers to have started at least 10 games in the competition in the Premier League, he's the only one to have kept a clean sheet in over half.
Wow.
Fuck me.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive.
Wait, say that last part again.
That's
So,
impressive.
of the 212 goalkeepers that have started at least 10 Premier League games overall, he's the only goalkeeper to have kept a clean sheet in over half the games he's played.
Fucking hell.
That's mad.
Huge. That's huge.
Let me just read the donation. Where do you honestly rate AC with other Premier League centre backs? Do you think he only works in a back three? Here's the thing. He's had good performances in the back four. It's just people haven't really said that either. Like, he's only had one mistake this season, and it is still the Liverpool red card. And we haven't just played back three whenever it's Christensen. I think he can play in a back four. It's just he's a confidence player. This is the most confident we've seen Andreas Christensen in years.
I think he's a confidence player, and if you protect him with enough people, then you're bound to have confidence in him.
And he's got all the experience to go with it now as well. You know?
Exactly. And this one, where do you rate AC with other centre backs? He's up there. I'm not going to say he's the best of the best, but right now he's showing that he's definitely.
What do you mean at the moment?
I was going to say, you're talking about in history or at the moment? Because it's a bit...
No. At the moment, let's not do history because that's just.
We said he'd get in City side, didn't it, Lewis? We did say that.
He fits the profile of a Man City centre back.
Hey, Craigo, you need to get me that shirt, man. I'm liking the shirt, man.
Well, this.
Yeah, I like the shirt, man. Hey,
Sports Direct, you can get it for 20 quid now.
We need to big up Mason Mount, man. Fuck
Yes,
you know.
Yes,
We need to big up Mason Mount.
We spoke before the match as well. What's your thoughts, man?
Well, I think that we did well. Like, we did very well. I was pissed that Werner didn't score, though. I was pissed. Okay, he deserved the goal. He played good. I feel like centre forward is his best position. We don't need to put him on the left wing like how Lampard was doing. That was just you weren't playing to his strengths. I feel like Tuchel was trying to play over the top more, which I liked. That's what I want to see from a midfielder. Like, just play over the top, because Werner could have bagged the hat-trick on another day. But I feel like, Mount weren't really playing on the left. He was playing at the Lampard sort of role, like left centre mid, joining in with the attack. That's where I feel like that's where Mason Mount's best at. So if we keep doing that, we'll be good. And with the other teams, we don't need to watch the other teams. As long as we do our job, we'll be all right. We'll be all right, man. And big up the Danish Maldini, though, man. Fuck. Because I don't know. You see, when he brought back Christensen, I was like, oh, this guy, man. He didn't really recover from that Messi. Remember we played Barca?
Yeah.
That's when he went a bit downhill, but now he's doing bits. He's doing bits now. Because, like, when Thiago comes back, do we bring back Thiago? Or do we keep this informed Christensen? I don't know, man.
I don't think it's clear cut.
Neither
it's
do
gonna be
I.
a tough one for Tuchel, man. But
if we throw Silva back and everyone gets gassed, then it's like, well, this ain't exactly the same energy we were giving under Lampard. We've got to play based on merit, innit?
100%, man, 100%. Now you see how Lampard before was overusing some players. Now some players that are playing on merit, so that's the good thing. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Seems like there's a unity with the squad now.
Yeah, it looks better now. It looks better now, man. It looks much better now. When Mo Salah came off, I knew the game was done, man. When you're taking off your best player, you're conceding the game, man.
They hooked him off early as well. That was
too early, man.
He was their first sub.
He weren't good enough, though. He weren't good enough.
I was going to say, apparently it was down to him. Apparently it was down to him not tracking back enough. And
that's cool, man. That's cool, man. You don't take off your best player, man.
Not when you need a goal.
Take off your best player, man.
Credit to us, though. Credit to us.
Yeah, we did well, man. I was shocked, though.
That Mount goal was beauty, man. It was a beauty.
Mount. Whoever hates Mount, go fuck yourself, innit? Boy,
I like
Mason
this guy.
Mount.
I like him.
Listen, you need to come and
Mount.
join you got to join the Mount Hive, man. At
Like-
MN19 Hive. Come and join
What?
us, bro.
Pulisic,
What
Pulisic,
what's his
Havertz, Ziyech, you got to pull your weight because this academy boy is he's doing something, bro. He's doing something, man.
Taking the piss.
He's taking the piss.
I hope you're ready for tomorrow, my guy. I really do hope
what's
you're
his
ready.
name
For
again?
It's the last result you wanted, bro.
David, man, David from Terry. So I wonder what he's saying now because he's always slugging off Mount.
David?
Who is?
You know with the David guy?
David.
I see where he's
Yo,
coming
David
from,
don't know what he's on
but
about.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe he got a personal. Maybe Mount took his girl or something. I don't know, fam. Because the way he talks about Mount, yeah, I think it's a bit personal. He's getting too much.
He's
Like,
got a
obviously,
mad
everyone's
agenda.
entitled to their opinion, innit? I don't know the guy, so I can't really speak on him, innit? But I feel like some things he says make sense, but it's like, come on, if he's your best player, if he's our best player, you can't slag him. You can't really talk like rubbish about him.
But he doesn't think he's our best player. That's where I don't understand.
No, because David
his
thinks.
logic.
I think with David, he wants our superstars to shine. I think he wants the Havertz and that to shine. So then it looks good. Do you know where I'm coming from? He does.
Well,
I
it
don't
backs his argument then. That's
Do you know
what
what I'm
he
trying to say?
wants it
Because we spent that money, we all want Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech. Bruv, on FIFA, I bang Chelsea every time, bruv. That team nuts. But FIFA's not reality, you get it? Pulisic can't stay fit. Ziyech against Man United looked like a clown. Havertz just came into the team. I don't know what's going on, but Mount's the only one that's actually doing something.
Let's have it right, lads. Yeah, once our front line is actually on form, we're going to be some serious side.
Yeah, we will. I still think like, do you know what it is? I feel like we should have went for Thomas Partey from Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah, I
think we missed the trick there, man.
I think the problem is he's too similar a player to Kante. He's not an out and out DM. He's more of a box to box player.
But he's a bit bigger.
Arsenal,
he's got a great pass on him though.
I don't really watch Arsenal a lot, but when he plays for Arsenal, he does drive with the ball. I think we still lack that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because
we've got that.
I think once we play the ball, we're gonna at least.
We've got that in Loftus-Cheek as well. Like when he comes back.
But I hear it, Scott. But you know, Jorginho and that they can have their off days, and when they're off, they're off. Do you get it? Like when they're off, they're off. They're so off.
They're not even like if they play like at 70%, they're nowhere near as good as what they would be at 100.
Yeah, but look on it now, with the way Chelsea have been playing for the past few weeks since Tuchel has taken over, bro. The man had be with the team on a next level. He used these two this time. He used these two the next time.
Vitmus, you're right, man.
So throwing Haaland as well.
Bro, what I will say is we're grinding out results at a minute. Like I know we drew with United, but you look at some of the results we've had where we're playing against low box teams like Burnley, for example. We're grinding out results with a front line that's not on form, that's not really firing.
It's true.
Imagine like similar to what Em said. If we have a front line that's firing and we're grinding out results in a minute, fucking hell.
It's true,
man.
It's true.
But you know what the other thing too? The Tuchel brings out the best in the squad, not even the 11 or the 18. The squad.
Do you know why that is? It's because he doesn't limit what they can do, but he also doesn't tell them to do too much. He tells them to do the right amount, sets a system up so they can do the right amount till they get to a point where it's on them and allows them to flourish.
And you know what? I want to back what I've been saying. I've been saying for a long time. We're going to come on form right now at the most important time. We're going to go on a run now. We're grinding out these results. We're not conceding goals. Our attacks only just going to get better and better. Champions League, why not, boys?
It reminds me of Mourinho's first team, man. When we were just getting 1-0s, and we just look rock solid at the back, man. Like that's what it reminds me of, man.
I think Tuchel will play expensive football. Like I think he'll definitely play it next season, innit? Because I think when he gets his own players and when he gets like a Haaland, the amount of chances we'll be making for him. And if he gets like a DM,
we gotta praise Chilwell though. I call him Chingwell, innit? Boy, I rate Chilwell, man. He's good.
Him and Mount playing really well.
They got a little chemistry there, man. Like you got.
And James and Zeke.
I just think his final ball could have been a bit better at times. But I think defensively he was solid.
It's true, man. But
that's a great point you made as well, Vitmus, about him getting the best out of the squad. Because we were sitting here a few months ago saying, this player should play, this player shouldn't play. But you know, he changes up the lineup, and I know there was some question marks from some people as to why Ziyech was playing before the game today. But now I feel confident. Like no
Ziyech
matter
did
who's
alright.
playing, really.
He did alright. He didn't.
No, that's
do
the
You
thing.
have to
Like,
give
you
it to
know,
the players as well, you know. Some because like Tuchel's showing faith in some players, like he showed faith to Ziyech and Jorginho
Yeah.
today, and Chilwell as well, throwing him back in, and they haven't done him dirty as well. So as much as we're crediting Tuchel as well, we have to give credit to some of the players.
Can I interrupt that?
Yeah,
Low key,
Lewis,
yeah.
look at Alexis.
Wait, Johnny. Low key, yeah. Ziyech has
pick
been
up
okay
Alex.
today. Not gonna lie.
the thing is, though, with
Ziyech was alright, man. Ziyech was
I
alright.
thought he was
Ziyech,
alright.
is-
I thought he was better on the like. I thought he was better with the pressing, but I didn't really think he created much.
I say the thing with me with Ziyech is even on the ball he wasn't brilliant in the first half. I said this earlier, but like his off the ball work, we saw with the Hudson-Odoi thing against Southampton. If you're not like with Tuchel off the ball, if you aren't working, you're coming off.
Yeah, that's why
And with
Mount
Ziyech
plays, man.
off the
The
ball,
counter
his
press.
work was so good today.
Well,
Like tracking back, making sure he run loads, like, and that's the bare minimum you want. It's like that's part of the reason why people continue to praise Mount even when he doesn't have good games. It's because his off the ball work.
Yeah, off the
brilliant.
ball.
Exactly. That's
Liverpool
right.
could have
Yeah.
done
That's
with
right.
him, you know. Hey, Liverpool could have done with him.
Liverpool
I
love
think
Mount.
Ziyech as well, like the pass he made to Werner in the second half as well was pretty good, and he put a couple nice through balls
It was still.
as well in the match. And I just think it was much. I don't think it was magnificent or anything like that,
No.
like the way, but I just think it was solid and it was a lot better than the Man United game.
Who's everyone's
Yeah.
man of the match?
Christensen,
Christian.
man.
The Danish Maldini himself,
Danish
man.
I'll go
Mount. But Mount is
AC, bro.
close, though. Mount is close.
Johnny,
Mount
sorry,
is
man.
close.
I'll go
No,
AC,
no,
bro.
between Mount and AC, I
You
don't
know
know, man.
what do I do?
I
Do I
think
back my
Jorginho's
allegiance
a
to the
contender as well.
MM5 or do I
Jorginho.
sway to
Jorginho
Johnny,
FC?
be honest with yourself, bro.
Be united.
Be honest, Johnny.
It's,
Be
it's,
brutally
it's,
honest, Johnny, please.
it's between AC and Mount, I think. But I think
Yeah.
Jorginho's the contender as
Yeah.
well.
Probably
Yeah.
the Danish Maldini edges it because he played against Mo Salah.
I think he
Yeah,
edges it
Mane.
because we were defending a lot in the second half and we weren't attacking as much. We were attacking in the first half in bits, but I think the second half we were defending a lot, and Christensen
We
was one of the
got
main
to
reasons
praise
why we
Tuchel though. We got to praise Tuchel though. How are you getting
Yeah.
Christensen playing like Maldini? Like that's nuts, you know.
Bro, you know what the mad thing is? You
He
see on
had
the
it in
Lampard
him. He had it in
when
him.
Christian when Lewis done his AC hive and that, we were all on
Yeah.
the banter thing, yeah. But now it's kind of come to reality.
But
I
John
want
Terry was
bro,
praising.
you know.
John Terry
I
was
was being
praising
serious.
Christensen, you know.
Lewis knows ball. He knows ball.
Nah,
God,
but
man's
did you
been
actually
brilliant since
think?
Conte's second season. Even back at the Mönchengladbach days, he's been amazing.
That it was that Messi incident that killed him. He made up one mistake against Messi, and then blood his confidence
was it.
was down.
Oh,
And then
No,
yeah.
big
That
up
was it.
Rudiger too still. We don't want to we don't want to mention Rudiger, but big up to Rudiger, man.
Hey, big up Rudiger
Yeah,
though.
Rudiger as well. I like his no nonsense fam. Like.
He was
Bro.
brilliant, Mane, man.
Do you
Bro,
agree this is the
remind
first
me.
time since the Letty game that we've played
You know?
as a team?
Rudiger remind me of a 15 years ago type of centre back. Like just go across, charge anybody.
No,
and
but
just
hey, did
knock
you
them
see
off
when
the
he made
ball.
that stupid pass? I swear, bro, I was pissed. He made
Oh,
one
yeah.
stupid pass. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
my days.
across the back line.
Why
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never play across the back line? That's just it's criminal. You don't do
But,
that.
but
Bro.
That
you
was
see,
all
yeah,
we did,
we're
really. That was
focusing on
bad,
us
to
a
be
lot,
fair.
yeah. And I know our defending was good, but my God, was Liverpool's attackers terrible, fam.
But
They
they
were
shocked
so
me though.
dead.
I thought Liverpool was gonna give
Like,
It's
I
because
know,
they
I know,
Ryan, they
I know
couldn't
our
do nothing
defense
though.
was
They just couldn't
brilliant,
do
but
anything.
they
we were
were.
too
Like, I
good.
know
They were terrible,
Liverpool's
Ryan.
fans will scream like injuries and stuff, but there was no injuries in the front three, apart from Jota. But
You know
he
what's
was
funny about
absolutely
Liverpool? They thought
terrible
they can
in the
get our
back.
record, man. That 86. No one's getting that 86, man.
Yeah,
Home
no one.
unbeaten.
No
No
one's
one's
going
getting
no
near
that.
that.
chance.
Someone
Bro,
has to
there's
go
two
unbeaten for
records no
4
one's
years
touched,
now.
and that's
4 years
and that's
from now before they can do it. It's done.
15
Not
goals
gonna
as well
happen.
in a season.
That's
Nobody
ours
touched
for
him.
life.
Hey, Scott, let me get your thoughts quickly before we wrap up because I've still got to go do the phone in a little bit. Chat to me.
I'm just happy, man. That
Sorry,
was
wrong.
Not you, Scott.
Sorry, wrong
Oh,
Scott.
shit.
Wrong Scott.
There's
Sorry.
two people
Scott,
called
sorry.
Scott, man. What do you want me to do?
I should have been more specific. Bottom Scott. Euros. Scott, could you hear us, mate?
Oh.
Where's he gone?
You know how I felt now. Everyone was calling chinos, Alex.
Chinos. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end it here because I've got to head off and do.
Speaking of which,
Guys,
about Chinos, yeah. Big
go
up
on.
Chinos.
Big up Chinos. Yeah, big up Chinos anyway. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for another 2 live streams. This has been one of the most gas phone-ins we've done in ages. Big up everyone who's been locked in from start to finish. Check out Blues Fans TV. The phone-in will be live in about 15, 20 minutes from now, something like that. Still got to sort out the tags, but big up everyone who's been locked in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Shameless FC and for yet another show looking back at the Liverpool-Chelsea game. So check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.